Hey, what's up guys, welcome back. Got a fun fantasy match to talk about that actually may become reality one day. Jorge Masvidal versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now Jorge Masvidal competes in a welterweight division, but he has also fought at lightweight. So for the sake of this video, let's say they fight at 155. After some stats, let's get into how these guys would match up. Khabib Nurmagomedov is the current lightweight champion of the UFC. He's 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. Khabib is a black belt in judo. He's a world champion sambo, and he is a fantastic MMA wrestler. His mixed martial arts record is a perfect 28-0. Absolute beast and monster. Jorge Gamebred Masvidal stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch reach. He's a very well-rounded fighter and an experienced fighter. Jorge can box, he can kickbox, he has wrestling skill, he has BJJ skill. He can pretty much do it all, jack of all trades. He sports an MMA record of 34 wins with 13 losses, a lot of experience there. So the matchup, how would these guys fare against each other in the cage? I think this would be a better matchup if it was at 165, but again for this video, let's just say lightweight. I feel like a lot of people underestimate Jorge, even now. You can read a lot of comments on the internet. Why is this guy getting so much attention? He just got 2 good wins. Of course, those wins being Till and Askren. But Jorge has been a great fighter for a long time. If you look at his record, he's fought a ton of top 10s, named fighters, former champs, future champs, basically a who's who. This guy didn't just come out of nowhere. He's been grinding and fighting the best for years. When you fight stiff competition, you run the risk of losing, and that's why he has 13 losses on his record. He has 1 stoppage loss, 2 submission losses, and 10 via decision. A good handful of those have been by split. Khabib of course is undefeated, nobody can solve that puzzle, and his game is actually simple. It's not really complicated. It's just that nobody can stop it. Everybody knows that Khabib's bread and butter is wrestling, grappling, ground and pound, and submissions. You can clearly see he's not entirely comfortable on the feet, even though he has been improving, but we have seen chinks in his armor. Michael Johnson exposed something, Dustin Poirier exposed something, Barboza landed a nice kick. There's holes there to exploit. It's just that when Khabib feels uncomfortable or he wants to get you down, you're going to the mat. Do I think Masvidal's stand-up is way better than Khabib's? Absolutely, in every way. He's just an overall way better striker. But on the flip side, you can say the same thing for Khabib's wrestling compared to Jorge's. Now, Masvidal is no slouch in the wrestling department, and he's no slouch in the grappling department, but that's basically Khabib's world, the grappling and the wrestling. Most fights hit the mat, unless the guy who wants to keep it on the feet is so good at keeping it on the feet that it stays there. I don't think that Masvidal's defensive wrestling is enough to keep Khabib off of him and stop himself from being dragged onto the mat, held down, and most likely decisioned. That's pretty much what I think would happen in this fight. Of course, Masvidal can catch Khabib with something crazy the same way he landed at Flying Knee on Askren. Entirely possible. If he makes it to the end of each round and the beginning of the next, you start on the feet. So yes, he does have a chance to win. I think Masvidal has great cardio, so that's a plus for him also. But more than likely, in my opinion, Khabib is going to survive long enough on the feet, shoot in for a takedown, get a hold of Masvidal, sap his energy, chain wrestle, be relentless, and eventually get the takedown. And I see him doing that every round, probably 7 times out of 10. I think it would be a great fight nonetheless. I would love to see it. Who knows if it would ever go down. Right now, Jorge's ranked number 3 at welterweight, chasing that belt. They have asked him about Khabib, and who knows, maybe sometime down the line, these two will meet in the cage. Then we'll truly find out who wins. I want you guys to let me know who you think will win in the comment section and why. These were just all my opinions, of course. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, liking it, and sharing it. I really appreciate it, guys. Really close to a personal goal for the channel, and I couldn't have done it without you. But anyway, guys, thanks again, and I'll catch you all on the next segment.